Well, g'day there. Welcome back to another vocal analysis here at Voice Essentials. Today I've got a musical treat for you. Some of you have heard of the band we're about to watch, which is why you've clicked on this video. But I've got a sneaking suspicion a lot of you, my regular viewers, may not have come across Leonid and Friends. Oh, wow. This is very cool. This is very cool. We're going to be listening to Leonid and Friends perform Ain't No Body. And that's a Chaka Khan and Rufus original. So they're doing a cover of it. And, it is so good. It is so good. I'm just tweaking my ears here, getting enough volume. It is so good. It is so tight. It is incredibly high. It's highly produced, unashamedly, unapologetically highly produced. But that's actually what this is all about, this performance. And from the other Leonid and Friends, I went down a bit of a rabbit hole, I have to admit. From the other performances that I've seen, that's the bag. That's the whole point. And so enjoy it through that lens. Enjoy the tight musical presentation. Like, it is so tight. And I love it. The singer, and I want to get her name right, the singer that we're going to be listening to, and she's actually the only female member of Leonid and Friends, if my research serves. Ksenia Buzina. I always struggle with with saying names. I really do try to get better at it, but and she deserves to have her name pronounced correctly. She's amazing. I love. Anyway, we're going to talk a lot about her as we get into it, so I won't get ahead of myself. Let's have a listen, and I want you to enjoy this one. Like, certainly the whole point of our review videos here at Voice Essentials is to critique and analyze and learn from these wonderful musicians and singers. But sometimes we want to dial up our sense of enjoyment of what they do, and I think this is one of those times. Here we go. Oh, come on. That's good music. That is good music. Oh, I just love that. That is right up my alley. I love that groove, that sound, and so well produced. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Leonid and Friends, I'm fairly certain Leonid is the bass player. And here's another interesting little tidbit. This was released in September 2022, this particular performance. And again, if the internet is correct, it was to celebrate Ksenia's, the singer's, birthday. So there you go. And wow, it is so. This band also, this may not come as a surprise, do a lot of sort of Earth, Wind and Fire and that kind of musical stuff. It's man. Can you tell I'm enjoying myself? It's so good. Let's go back and have a listen to what Ksenia now will focus in. We are a Learn to Sing channel here at Voice Essentials, but sometimes it is just so good to just enjoy the music. We're going to go back and have a listen from the beginning because I want to listen to the music more. But we're going to listen to Ksenia and have a listen to what she's doing vocally. We'll have a look to see a little bit later on. We might have a look at Melodyne just to see, whether we can detect any, overt post-production correction of pitch. There may well be, but that's completely acceptable if that's what we find within the context of this type of performance that is supposed to be heavily produced, and highly polished. Like, this has got such a high sheen polish to it, which I, again, love. So let's dive in and have a listen to and enjoy Ksenia's work. She is such a great singer. Have a listen to the way she's phrasing. It's very, it is clever. I mean, it's a very emulated, in one sense, an emulated performance of the original, where you've got this really clipped phrasing combined with extended phrasing, and the clipped nature gives you that it sinks in with the musical groove. But then you get that lovely line that gives you that allows the voice to kind of bloom over the top and gives the voice that front placement in the overall musical context. I won't take it back further, but it I think we'll continue to get more of that. So have a listen to the way she's clipping certain words and creating really stark contrast of articulation to then open it up. There it is. So let's have a look at that section there where we are hearing those nice long lines.
I knew I could not resist, I needed someone. Now I'm flying through the stars. Hope this night will last forever.
So we're hearing, I mean, you can see on the page here how there is, I don't know whether, it's interesting because we can see, like this note here, it's sitting very low on that pitch point. Because if we were to do something, as I always say, this is a very crude way to do it. And you certainly wouldn't want to do it this way if you were working in Melodyne.
You, I could not resist. I needed someone.
And so that is the, like, to the actual exact pitching. If we go back.
You, I could not resist. I needed someone.
So this particular this note here again, and I often point this out when we're looking at pitch analysis, if this is spot on, it probably doesn't have the same feel, the same tonal value.
Someone.
So that's right on. That's bang on the middle of the pitch. Come back.
Someone.
So I'm left thinking, I don't think this has been overly manipulated. It may well be, because sometimes when engineers are looking at the vocal, they'll go in and tweak little points here and there, but they'll judiciously leave alone other points, and that sort of hybrid approach can leave you with a still a very authentic and raw performance, which, you know, as we've said many times here on the channel, is, I think, a better approach. But it's really interesting. This is something I don't know, and I can't even speculate. I wonder whether this was done as we're seeing it recorded, or whether it is this is just the video take of the pre-recorded version. I lean to the latter. It's simply because it's very hard to get something that sounds so polished to be recorded as one take like this. It would be I think it would be highly unusual to learn that, but I actually don't know. Maybe you do, and you can leave your comments below. Come on. Ba, 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 ba. Listen to it again. Come on. Yeah. There's a great way to hear that clipped nature. If we go back to, if we have a look at that in Melodyne, we're going to really see that sense of the way she clips those words.
To bring you to me, I can't believe I'm the one.
Have a listen. Look at this one here. This is the believe that the one. See the way she's clipping, and you get that real distinction between each word.
I can't believe I'm the one. I was so low.
And it's a real testimony, isn't it, to when we think about the fact that if there's been any correction to the pitch, it's a very light touch. So her accuracy is bang on, given that clipped nature of the voice is quite challenging to do and to, hit accurately each time when you're getting that real clipped nature.
I can't believe I'm the one.
Yeah, great.
I can't believe I'm the one. I was so lonely. I feel like no one could feel. I must be dreaming. I want this dream to be real. I need this feeling. Make my wish upon the star. Hope this night will last forever.
Watch the way she is grooving to this. And I think it was in a recent analysis video where I also talked about the need for us as singers to make sure we are connecting with the lyric, but also connecting with the musical groove. And in a song like this, so important for you to have that sense of, really established connection, because it's the only way you're going to be able to really sink in SYNC, and be connected and have that groove point. And you can see her, she really is in that moment, and it's something that we can really learn from.
Make my wish upon the star. Hope this night will last forever.
What?
Ain't nobody loves me better. Makes me happy. Nobody makes me feel this way.
I do want to recognise the guys doing the BVs, like they've really, again, probably pre-recorded, but it's tight, yeah? And they're just blending those three male voices without them becoming too, boomy and bottom endy. They're just sort of really going for that really nice niche of tone.
Ain't nobody loves me better. Makes me loves me better. At first you put your arms around me.
Oh, I love that change. You see, have a listen to the tonal change that Ksenia is giving us there, where she just backs off and goes into a far more intimate kind of sound, and we get that textured onset. Really clever, because she's layering. It's not just constant bang, 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 bang. Now she's fallen back on into a more of a...
At first you put your arms around me, then you put your charms around me. I can't resist this sweet surrender. Oh, my legs are warm and tender. We stare into each other's eyes, and what we see is no surprise. Got the feeling lost with treasure, and a loss so deep we cannot measure. Nobody loves me.
Cool. Gee, she does a nice job of that, doesn't she? Because it comes right up.
And a loss so deep we cannot measure.
So we get up to an E flat 5 there, quite a big note. Interesting little dip here at this area of the voice.
Makes me feel this way.
That was interesting too, wasn't it? The way she does that. Let's take it back and have a listen.
Got the feeling lost with treasure, and a loss so deep we cannot measure. Nobody loves me best. Makes me feel this way.
Have a listen to the way she drags her tongue back on that. and very purposefully, we sometimes we talk about tongue root tension as being problematic, because if it is a habitual position where the tongue's sitting heavily back on the hyoid bone being the only bone in the larynx, as the rest of the mechanism, the cartilage will sort of almost hang under, will sit under, and if the tongue sits back on that heavily, all the time, that's labor intensive and it can create real issues. But she uses it as a stylistic effect here, where she goes, ah, and she just gives us that change in tone.
We cannot let go. Nobody loves me this. Makes me feel this way.
Cool.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody makes me wanna see better. Nobody, baby. Nobody, baby.
Guitar solo.
Make me feel just
Well, not a solo as such.
so much love. I can't wait 'cause nobody makes me feel this way. This way.
So cool. So cool. And that's great music. In my humble opinion, that is just great music, great singing. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope we've learned something from Ksenia. Is obviously a very accomplished, very skillful, very intentional singer. If you have other Leonard and Friend videos that you would like reviewed, I would love to take your lead on it and have a look at some others, because that, leave me a, if you, do you know what would be really cool? Would be able to review something that is truly kind of live. Again, my suspicion, I don't know for certain, my suspicion is that is pre-recorded, and then they've done a really lovely, post-video production of it. Maybe you've got a link to something where we can listen to them live, and that would be cool. Preferably not just through a smartphone, like a live concert. Anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about. I've enjoyed hanging out with you for the last 20 minutes or so. I very much look forward to seeing you in the next vocal analysis video here at Voice Essentials. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.